Since graduating from Kenmore East in 1969, Sandy Barton has devoted her life to enriching the lives of others. In her 30-year career as an educator in the Williamsville Central School District, Sandy taught kindergarten, first grade, second grade, K through 4 gifted programming, served multiple terms as a team leader, and in her final year taught in the Reading Center before retiring in 2009. She also taught preschool at the Amherst Co-op Nursery School. It's no wonder that Sandy was listed in Who's Who among American educators and received an American Service to Youth Teacher of the Year award in 1999. In her retirement, Sandy has begun a new career as an author, publishing 4 books: A Country Fair Surprise, Abjectedly Yours, Discovery in the Woods, and Room for One More, which was just published this year. She has been a visiting author and guest speaker at area elementary schools and various literacy groups and book clubs around Buffalo. She has shared her expertise with current teachers as a presenter at language arts workshops in Williamsville, Albany, and Atlanta, Georgia. Sandy continues to give back to the community as a tireless volunteer. She is a tutor and reading teacher at Westminster Presbyterian Church's Energy Program, where she provides after-school academic support for immigrant students in Buffalo. At Kenmore Mercy Hospital Macaulay Manor Nursing Home, she serves in the Guardian Angel program, staying with patients during their last hours if they are without family. Sandy is also certified to provide child care and play therapy in national, regional, and local emergencies as an emergency response disaster child care volunteer. It is a real pleasure to read everybody's bio, but I have to say I have a special place for Sandy, as she is a classmate of mine, class of '69, and was a good friend then and remains a good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Barton.
I would like to say hello to my son, who just surprised me. He flew in from Boston. I was sitting up here and I saw a familiar face. Thank you, honey. I love you.
You too.
Whew, okay, that's great. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This is quite an honor and it's extremely humbling. I'd like to thank the committee for their vote of confidence. I would like to thank Tom for his nomination. And I would like to thank my husband, Dave, who, well, even though he went to Kenmore West, I still love him. But he is like the kind of people you see along the route of a marathon, throwing water out to people, holding up signs, ringing bells, and saying, "Go ahead, you can do it." That's my husband. 46 years ago, I stood on this stage at graduation and I wondered what my life was going to look like down the road. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this. So I have been struggling, trying to figure out what I would say tonight other than thank you. Thank you didn't last 5 to 7 minutes, so I had to think of something else. I was at Kohl's the other day, and the girl who cashed me out helped me with this problem. She asked me if I had any friends and family coupons, and I thought, that's it, of course, my friends and family. I am who I am today, and I am where I am today because I have had the most wonderful friends and family as part of my story. My years at Kenmore East were some of the best of my life. I loved this place. I loved my teachers. They were so kind and they cared. I loved coming to school. I loved this place so much I still remember my locker combination. I know that's a little weird, but it's 34-6-18 in case you're... My family shared those years with me, and they realized what an important place this was. My sister Cheryl led the way and showed me the ropes. My brother Craig followed a couple years after I left, and he carried on the spirit. And my parents, Jean and Erd, were at every game I ever cheered at. They came to every event. They were at every musical, and they supported me like no other family could have ever done. It was amazing because they realized that this was the hub. This is where it was happening. My husband and my kids have heard the stories about Kenmore East. They've heard about the bonfires and the East-West games and going to Gleason's after the games and the dances and all of the people who were important to me. But I'm not sure they will ever really understand how important the years at Kenmore East were. My academic record wasn't what you would consider stellar, but put me out underneath the clock in the foyer at the Key Club table, and I was on fire. So, this is the place that I learned about friends. Robin, Carla, and Eunice were with me during those years, and they're with me tonight, right here, 46 years later. Tom, Jerry, Mark, Ted, Don, the guys, they were my friends. We were all a group, and we were friends before life happened. And as my life unfolded, I was so privileged to gather so many precious friends into that group. The years since 1969 have been interesting, to say the least. My writing passion dropped out of the sky one December day, landed at my feet, and I have been writing ever since. My volunteer work has opened my eyes to the world around me, and I have met the most fascinating people. I've learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a couple basic truths. One is that no act of kindness is ever insignificant, and the other is what you gain from giving is priceless. As far as my teaching career goes, no one should be allowed to have as much fun as I had when I taught. And I think it was because I didn't consider it a job or work. It was energizing, it was inspiring, it was hard, it was demanding, and it was the most rewarding challenge I have ever had. I got to hold so many little futures in my hands. It was such an awesome responsibility, but I loved every minute of it. So tonight, I accept this honor on behalf of teachers who show up, who meet the challenge, who stick with it, and who really care about their kids so that they can lift them up and show them all the possibilities that are out there. In my case, this honor is a tribute to the value of friends, families, and teachers, and the difference they can make in our lives. Thank you so much.